Hello everyone, it's Gwathorn from Gwathorn's Games, and I am running the Hunter, Trapper of Foes. Now, I've got a few things that I have transferred over to myself, some extra stuff. I've got some new gear for level 25 when that happens. I've got a whole heap of wound removals and things like that. I've got some nice level 25 gear, and I had forgotten that I can use fire oil. So I've got a whole lot of stuff, and I've got some extra. That's the bit I wanted. I've got wound resistance at level 20. So I'm actually going to use wound resistance because I think that's the one that is most important for me at this point. And I think it's time to continue on. So all sorts of things have just turned up, but I will deal with these ones when I get a chance. So these are and that's the fire oil. I'll actually use the fire oil now. And let's go for it. Excellent. Okay. Maddie, what have you got for me? Okay, let's go and get that cart. Cart wheel, that is. It should be over here somewhere. And I've got that extra run speed. Oh, that's right, I remember now. I actually sent myself a necklace which was better than that because I've got a permanent 10%, but that's always going to be, if I forget to turn that on, then I've always got 10%. So that's the next step. That is not as good as that, and I'm not using the token of the Hornberg, and that should do. Okay. Let's avoid the Razorback. Let's get that food going. Now I should actually put on a fire oil from Bevy of Bars 2, a buff tracker. Now can I get round this? Don't know whether I can. I'm going to have to take that krill back out. But I've got fire oil now. We should do a little bit more damage. I'm getting a bit of damage over time. Grab that cartwheel and get out of here. Excellent. Yeah, so a little bit more damage. Didn't hurt anyone. I can take that off because I've replaced that now. Talk to Elsie Woodruff. Okay, so Elsie's back, and I actually will do that because she's not too far away. Oops. And I can spend that time making sure I've got the fire oil. Copy. Move that over. And monitor for buff, fire oil, should do. Fire oil. Yep, that should do. Good. So, also, if I've got that, sorry, I just need to actually drop the fire oil in there, in that slot, and that should disappear as soon as, these are all level 25s, so they're okay. But now I get rid of that, it's gone, because I actually have the fire oil going. So that bevy of bars 2 is now going to prompt me, and I've got my blue, so that's really good too. That's nowhere near as good as what I've got, but let's get out of here. Search for the half orc that planted. And I've got 2 more quests to do to actually get my first of those, which is going to, actually, what have I got here? Armor Rend. Penetrating shot debuffs the target. Yeah, I think that's what I'm up to. Actually no, I want to actually get trap resistance up. Get better trap resistance. And that's also given me extra fear durations. That's nothing really much. Okay, but we've got a signature to come and take. I've got that extra slot now. Good. So everything is now, I've got all of those done, all the aggressive versions of everything. And it's time for me to try and take out that signature boss. I just have to find them. Here they come. Let's see if I can get in the middle of it all. See if I can avoid everything. Yep. Good enough. Good. Let's give that a go. Good. Done. Now, let's keep going, because I want to keep going in this, into this area, and just keep getting more and more orcs. Good. So I'll get that, find and enter the dangerous path. Should tick fairly shortly. There we go. Find and defeat a tar crypt. Oh, that's further in. Yep. So I'll get some extras popping up fairly shortly. But there's going to be a bit of fighting. We'll see if I'm any good at that. Good. And the render. Let's go for the render as well. So I'll take that off because I don't need that. I've got the Eye of Sauron dropping. That's the way of it. Okay, good stuff. A shooter is important. Oh, there goes someone. Eye of Sauron, of course. Done. And let's... Okay, so which one is that? That's poison. Poison. I'm going to have to set that up so that it actually prompts me when I've taken poison damage. Corruption removal time. Good. Now, I don't quite know which app I'm going to be which plugin I'm going to be using for that to do that removal, but because there's a couple of options that are available to me. Don't think I can take 3 of them on. I'm actually going to, while I'm here, I'm actually going to move that blood arrow because it's going to be so useful to me. Because it's going to be so useful to me, I'm going to actually move it over here. Oop, that's not moving. I'm not going to complain. It's obviously some issue. And I've got the Crabane to take out, so that's more to do. I've got a fire roll to put in. That's instant. That's great. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, there's going to be a lot of these that are I'm going to miss a fair number of these. He's going to be just far enough away from me and trapped. The melee ones are much easier for this trapper to take care of. Oh, my bad. Poison again. Okay, so that was poison. That was disease. Which one's poison? Poison is that one. Okay, I really have to set those up. And that watcher can come in. Extra morale. A render and a shooter. I don't know. I think I probably can take 2 of them on, but I don't really want to at this point. Really trying to push the limits on this character. I mean, spending so much time fighting over level creatures. I will actually go and try those two, the 2 of them together. And I've got the cruel beak coming into it as well. Good. Yep, so, okay, I can handle 2. That makes me feel better. Eye of Sauron, but yep, good stun. So this character, even though they're going to take it away, it really does rock. As I've been mentioning in previous videos, that they're going to knock this character out. It's not going to have its abilities anymore. The Trapper of Foes is going to be detrapped, which is well, essentially detrapped. Instead of instant inductions, I'm going to have to get out of that. Right, I'm going to have to get rid of that debuff as well, because it's one of the bad ones. Done. Woohoo. And a cruel beak. Let's go for that too. Now the tar crypt, I'm going to have to actually go down to, but I've got to wait for that to blow up before I do that. Thank you. Oh, I've got a shooter. What am I doing? Not a good choice. Oh, I'm going to die. Okay, well, that's the way of it. Yep, I did. Oh, really? Okay, I really did mess that up, didn't I? Is that cruel beak going to come at me? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's a bit strange. Okay, well, let's try and get the remaining one of those. Oh, a bit of lag. Okay. Another one bites the dust. Now. Cruel beak, render, ripper, what am I needing? Need more shooters. Yes, that would make sense. Get that back up again. As I said, that 10% is going to come in handy. I'm definitely going to notice the difference. Okay, render, you're mine. Now, as I said before, I probably wouldn't be doing this except for the fact that the orcs are, the enmity of the orcs are part of the of the high elf. Another Eye of Sauron. Some more shooters. The Crabane. I definitely need more of the Crabane. And these induction times, while they are bad, they do allow the traps a little bit of time to cool down to go. Okay, there's a shooter and a render. I'll grab the render while I've got it. I have Sauron, of course, while I'm doing my inductions. And of course the induction time is going to increase. 12. Now, Crabane and a shooter. We'll get the Crabane first and get the shooters after that. But as you can see, having no problems running this character. Well, I did die. So having only minimal problems. I think I've just messed up on that. And the shooter, I think I will run up to that and take it now. It's one more shooter, and I've got 2 more shooters to grab. Lots of traps. Let's see whether it survives. I have Sauron, of course. And another shooter and a render, and I will take the render first if possible. And let's see if I can get that shooter. Oh, corruption removal, I think. Nice to have that extra. The 1 render and I think 1 shooter actually. There's a render and a shooter there. I think I'll go for both of those. Oops. Oh, I did not trip that. Oh, that was not what I expected. Okay. Let's see what I've got. A render. Oh, I'm going to have to take the render and then go for the shooter after that. Oh, another corruption removal time. Deed, remove. I've got Crabane to take out and 1 more shooter. Come on. Ah, the shooter would actually come to him. Good, can't do line of sight, so it's going to have to come to me. Well, I'm going to die. Yep, okay. Well, I tried. Now, I do have more to do. Where's it going to take me back to? All the way back there. Okay. I will return to Abbey, get that extra quest point. Interesting. Now get that extra virtue trait point, that is. So that should push into wit and confidence, probably. Maybe confidence. And then I'll pick up the shooter and the Crabane, and then I might just have to.
What do you need?
What have we got here? Digweed's hat. It's not going to be all that great. Okay, and that went almost into fully into confidence. Okay, that's close.
Will you
Travel to the crossroads north along the greenway. Yep, I can do that. Shouldn't be a particular problem. But lock that in because that's my new target. And I just want to finish getting some extra crabane and one more shooter. I think that will do me at this point. Because it is obviously pushing the character as much as I can. If I keep going any further in, I'm not going to be able to do it. But so the extra focus, might try it over to strength again, strength stance. Six crabane, that's going to be my main target. Once I've got the 6 crabane, I'll actually back out of there, back out of it. I will pick up that shooter. And then I will head to the north and take that out and get that quest done too. So there should be a shooter up here somewhere. There's the shooter on its own. Yep, good. Again, that run speed pickup is useful from the high elf. Ah, wrong. That's the 10 of those. That's done. And that's my level. Thank you very much. And I've got the guide to Thorin's Hall. And I've got an extra poison's gone. So these aren't yellow anymore. They're down to white. But I just need some crabane now. Oh, actually, some of them are back to yellow. Some of them are still yellow. They must have been 2 levels higher than me. No, it's worth pushing. Definitely worth pushing. And let's get this cruel beak work moving. Why is it not moving? And one more here. Good, done. Well, we'll be done. Okay, and if I drop down here, I think there's more crabane down here. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. Fear! I forgot the fear. 4. should have used that. And we've got 2 more crevane left to go. And then I will milestone out of here. And then travel to the northern... Have we got anything up there? No. There it is. That'll do. And that extra level will mean I put an extra point into trap resistance, I think. There we go. Finished now. Trap resistance goes up. Oh, did I already put that point in? Okay. But time to milestone and time to get out of here. Talk to Marla Shelton in Trestlebridge. I can do that on the way. So he finally reckons I'm high enough level to actually do North Downs. Well, that's good. Nice to know.
What can I do for you?
And as I said, I will go up to the north crossroads, and that will do. Ooh, a bit of lag. I'll work out which ones these are for, and work out how to get that up. But it's been a while since I've had rubber banding. How many people are online? 339. It's not the number of people. But yeah, I am going to have a little bit more trouble with focus, but that extra 10% damage, the extra critical rating, and yeah, that should make a difference. It's no extra damage. Travel to the crossroads. Investigate the fire, and that will do me once I get there. Okay, well, I will investigate the fire in the next video. But thank you everyone for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye all.